Dow Coating Materials is a business unit of the broader Dow organization. We focus on innovation technologies that help increase the performance of paints and coatings. Dow impacts the coatings industry by applying formulation expertise to continually develop new chemistries. Our company is delivering on new ideas that extract value from material, polymer and science to help address many worldwide problems.
The metal packaging industry is both aluminum and steel cans for beverage, and it's aluminum and tin-plated steel for food. And these metal containers have been used for over 150 years. Coating is there for two reasons. The first reason is to protect the can from the contents of the container. So either acidic beverages or acidic foods can attack the metal of the container. The coating is also there to protect the food from the container. So you don't want aluminum or you don't want metal getting into the inside of it. So it's both to protect the can and protect the food. The industry needs to convert away from epoxy and from BPA. 7 years ago, Dow started a program looking at alternatives to BPA. Dow had been a supplier into this industry for over 40 years, and we want to ensure that we provide coatings that meet all expectations in terms of performance. And so we started this research effort looking at alternatives to epoxy. And this is where CANVERA came from, which is a polyolefin dispersion which is aimed at providing a coating that's not just free of epoxy or BPA, but free of all the known materials of concern. The Dow innovation that led to CANVERA was to use a mechanical dispersion process known as blue wave. You start with polyolefin pellets, you melt them, extrude them in a twin screw extruder, and you produce what's called a high internal phase emulsion. This really locks in the particle size that we're looking for. We then dilute it down into the coating system. What you end up with is this CANVERA emulsion, polyolefin dispersion, with small, approximately 1 micron size particles of stable polyolefin in water. This gives you a waterborne system that formulators can develop into a coating and apply to the metal container. This allows us to bring all those favorable properties that consumers have had the benefit of in the flexible packaging industry and bring that to the metal packaging industry. CANVERA polyolefin dispersion, it's a drop-in replacement for the epoxy technology that's used today. It has excellent runnability, and that's very important to can makers who run at very high rates, and efficiency is key. So CANVERA polyolefin dispersion brings value to each place in the value chain. Dow's customer, the formulators, formulate up a coating that they then sell to the can makers. So CANVERA polyolefin dispersion brings them a polymer system that is free of the materials of concern that we want to eliminate from the can process, epoxy, BPA, other materials of concern. And they're able to formulate this in a water-based system and formulate it in essentially drop-in replacement for the epoxy systems that are used today. So the industry really is looking for a solution that is sustainable for the next 40 years and has good consumer acceptance, good performance for the package, meets the requirements for consumers, brand owners, can makers, and formulators. The CANVERA polyolefin technology really leverages the strength of Dow. We have our polyolefin franchise, core R&D effort, and high throughput capabilities, world-class regulatory experts, and then we have Dow Coating Materials, who really represents the needs of the industry. And that collaboration across all those different areas over the past 7 years is what led to the CANVERA polyolefin dispersion innovation.